Hi, I'm Elliot Jose, Regional Sales and Technical Manager here at Chauvin Arnoux, UK. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and run a test using our CA6240 micro-ohmmeter. The 6240 measures resistance from 5 micro-ohms all the way up to 400 ohms and provides selectable test currents of up to 10 amps, 1 amp, 100 milliamps and 10 milliamps. It also features a polarity reversal function and has the ability to store up to 100 measurements. This micro-ohmmeter utilises the Kelvin test method to measure very low resistance with an accuracy of up to 0.25%. Kelvin testing uses 2 separate pairs of leads. One pair is called the source lead that provides a known constant current, while the second pair is called the sense lead. And what that does is it measures the voltage. It's that simple. Are you wondering why we use the Kelvin test method in our 6240? Since there is virtually no current flowing through the sense lead and nearly all the current flowing through the source lead, this method ensures accuracy when measuring low resistance. So first things first, we need to connect the leads to the 4mm terminal posts on the top of the unit. Be sure all leads are correctly attached to the instrument terminals, no matter what the lead configuration you're using. It's crucial that both jaws make solid contact. One acts as a source lead, while the other serves as a sense lead. To get accurate readings, both of them need a firm connection with the surface being tested. As you can see, the unit has an LCD display and includes different functions. We'll be going over the 6240 faceplate and buttons. The first function on here is the memory function button, labelled MEM. This stores tests in the micro-ohmmeter's memory and can later be reviewed on the display or downloaded a computer running our data view software for reporting capabilities. This button also initiates auto mode, which will be explained more in depth later on. Next up is the memory recall button, labelled MR. This displays the records stored in the memory. Right below them, you will see the clear function, labelled CLR, here, and use it to delete any selected test memory. On the other side, you can see the polarity function, labelled plus/negative. This reverses the polarity of the test current and displays the average of the 2 resistance measurements. This function is useful for minimising the effects of DC stray current when measuring low resistance. As you can see, it has an upward pointing arrow. This will enable you to choose between the current and voltage measurements. This is followed by the display options with the right arrow. You can get started by using the start and stop button. This is how you can start and stop your session at any given time. Now, on the right hand side of the unit, you can see the instrument's select dial. You can use the instrument's dial to turn the instrument on and switch it off. Place it in the setup mode and select between the current or resistance test modes. That being said, we'll begin today by turning the dial on using the 6240 and then selecting setup to go into the setup mode. The setup screen will allow you to configure the several parameters on the instrument. You can use the right button to cycle through the screen and to ensure your settings are correct for the test you wish to perform. For example, we can check the instrument's time by using the right button. Once to display the current time. If the time is incorrect, hold the right button until the settings blink. Then use the up button to adjust it. Continue to use the right and up buttons to make any necessary modifications as described in the user manual. Once the setup is configured, you're ready to begin your test. If you're unsure of the resistance values, we recommend by starting with a high resistance range and gradually lowering it until you get your meaningful results. To start this test, we need to press the start and stop button. After a moment, the resistance and current measurements will display on the LCD. You can also view the test voltage by pressing the display button. To stop the test, press start and stop. The word hold will appear on the left-hand side of the screen, indicating that the test has stopped. Click on start, stop again to resume the test. To save the resistance value, In the memory, we need to click on the memory button. This will display the object number and the test number. An object can contain multiple tests, similar to a folder containing multiple files. You can either accept the display object and test numbers, or change them by clicking the up button and adjusting the numbers. Not only that, you can use the right button instead. To save, press and hold the memory button until the word done appears. To view a previous test that's saved in the memory, click the MR for memory recall button. The last test will be displayed, and you can use the up button to view other tests within the same object. To view tests stored in different objects, press the right button and use the up button to select the object number. The 6240 also offers an auto mode, which is activated by pressing the auto button. In this mode, the instrument automatically records a new test each time the probes or crocks are connected, and ends tests when you disconnect the crocks or probes. Tests are automatically saved in increments with each connection and disconnection. That's all we have for this video. If you have any questions or would like a demonstration, please don't hesitate to contact either myself, or you can email info@chauvin-arnoux.co.uk.